Late last year, our region got some very good news when Congress okayed the financing of an expansion here at the 911th Airlift wing at Pittsburgh International Airport. The project will entail replacing 8 aging C-130s with newer C-17s, a larger cargo aircraft. It'll also mean expanded facilities and an expansion of the workforce here at the base as well. It's all coming at a time when us civilians are going to get a chance to come out and see what's happening for ourselves as the 911th brings back the Wings Over Pittsburgh Airshow. Colonel Jeffrey Van Dootingh is the commander here at the 911th, and thanks for hosting us today.
Well, Bill, thanks for coming out again. A lot has happened since the last time we got together. Airshow preparation and, of course, the mission change for the wing here. Unfortunately, I missed most of that being deployed, but my folks here have been super busy, and I'm happy to fill you in on what's going on.
Yeah, and I guess let's start with the mission change, because I think a lot of folks know the C-130s. They're familiar flying around Pittsburgh, but we won't be seeing them here a whole lot longer, right?
Not for too much longer. So we do have one more deployment with these aircraft and the maintenance and crews coming up in September. And then when we return from that next January, we'll start to transition to the C-17, a much larger and louder aircraft with the jet engines.
Well, so how do the new planes change the mission for what you all do out here?
Right, so the C-130 is a tactical airlifter, so basically it's used for intra-theater movement of troops and supplies. The C-17 is a strategic airlifter, so it does the large hauls, say from stateside over to wherever the action is.
Okay. So I hear the C-130 right here. You're taking this one out this afternoon, aren't you?
I am. That's exactly right. So my deployment, I was in a non-flying billet, and so I'm now considered non-current, and I have to go out and practice with an instructor.
Okay. So the C-130, though, not long for this airbase. What's going to happen here next as part of this transition?
Right. So the short answer is a lot. And it might be an overstatement to say you won't recognize the base after it, but there will be some significant changes. Probably the biggest physical change will be a 2-bay hangar that's large enough to house a C-17 aircraft, and that's a very large structure. We're also going to pave in a little bit more of the ramp area to give us a little bit more room to park and taxi the larger aircraft. And then the thing you won't see, but is really critical to the mission, they will put a fuel hydrant system underneath the ramp so the planes can be refueled where they park instead of having to bring a fuel truck out to them. So we want to get a shovel in the ground as soon as we can.
Yeah, and how big of an investment is that likely to be?
Well, initially $85 million for those 3 projects, the hangar, putting some more ramp concrete down, and then that fuel hydrant system. And then later on there'll be some other smaller projects with some refurbishing of some of the buildings just to house the increase in personnel that we'll get.
And what kind of an increase in personnel are we talking about?
So we're looking at about 106 full-time and 19 part-time personnel. A large part of that is maintenance, just because the C-17 has a much larger maintenance footprint to keep them flying. And we're excited about that increase in the personnel here.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fun for everybody to have the nice new jet planes to fly and to maintain. You're going to miss the old workhorse, the C-130?
I will, because this is the only plane I've flown in my Air Force career, so I will surely miss the C-130.
Well, this spring, people can have a chance to come out and get maybe not their very last look, but one of their last looks. You've got a big air show coming.
We do. So Wings Over Pittsburgh is returning this year. I'm really excited about that. So Mother's Day weekend, the Thunderbirds will be the headline show. It's going to be an entire community event. We couldn't do it without our partners, and I hope we have crowds that just fill this place up and have a great, wonderful day.
It'll be fun. We've got Major Baker standing by to give us a little more detail about all of that. Colonel Van Dootingh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks, Bill. Good to see you again.
All right. Take care. Major Charlie Baker's tasked with getting the Wings Over Pittsburgh Air Show organized. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, well, this is exciting. It's been a while since we've had the big air show here in Pittsburgh.
That's right. Our last open house was 2011, so it's been about 6 years by the time we have the open house back on May 13th and 14th of 2017.
Okay, so coming up not too far away, what's going to unfold here at the 911?
So the open house is an opportunity for us to open up the gates for the community and our neighbors, community partners, and basically provide a venue to the taxpaying public of the DoD assets that the military owns. So we'll have the United States Air Force Thunderbirds here. as our headline act. We'll also have the United States Navy F-18 Super Hornet TAC demo, and then we'll also have the Air Combat Command F-22 Raptor single ship demo. Among other things, one of the hometown favorites is we'll have 4 of the C-130s flying, doing a personnel airdrop in front of everybody. So it's going to be a terrific weekend, and with a lot of cool things to see.
Yeah, it really is. Mother's Day weekend of all things. Unusual to be doing this sort of an open house and an air show on a working commercial international airport?
That's a good question. The relationship that we have with the Allegheny County Airport Authority, we mentioned our community partners, Pittsburgh ATC, and then also the airlines that service the area. It's a great opportunity for everybody.
Well, congratulations. We're all looking forward to it. Major Charlie Baker.
Thank you very much.
Well, next stop, we're heading east on the Parkway West to Industrial Scientific, a homegrown company that's really reinventing the way manufacturing is done. Stay with us.